guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this brand new YouTube series where I'm going to take you guys from my journey of being a non-funded trader to a full-time funded day trader. I'm hoping you started this year off with a bang, and I'm hoping this year is going to be a great year for us all. Ultimately, I want to share this journey with you guys to show you the ins and outs of my trading journey, but at the same time, I want to make sure I'm documenting this journey for myself so I can look back, a couple of years from now and see how far I've come. So I'm going to try to keep this video short and sweet, give you all as much details as I can, but ultimately, we're going to start off with one basic thing, give you a quick beginner's guide to what forex is, what trading is for those people who don't know. Trading in itself is basically the skill of being able to analyze market movements and being able to anticipate market movements so you can then participate in either buying or selling. In terms of assets and what you can actually trade, there's so many different things that you can trade out there. There's commodities, there's metals, there's currency pairs, so many different options for people to get involved with. But for myself, I actually trade in the foreign exchange market, as it's known, forex. And it involves trading, buying and selling different currencies against different other currencies. This happens on a day-to-day basis, 5 days a week, 24 hours a day. And it's one of the most liquid and high volume markets out in the world. It's traded $6.6 trillion every single day. So you can imagine all the big banks, all the big institutions, all the people that hold your money, they are all in these markets trading every single day from high volume to low volume. So what my job is, and the skill that I'm trying to learn, is for me to be able to anticipate these market movements on an intraday basis so that I can make profit from those moves. And the rewards are honestly, they're uncapped. It's one of the hardest skills that you can ever learn, but the payouts and the results are completely life-changing. I'm going to tell you guys obviously how I started, where my journey began, where I'm at now, and where I see myself in a couple of years. So let's get straight into it. So where did it all begin? So it's actually funny that I'm sharing my story now on YouTube, because for me, that's where it actually all started. I remember a couple of years ago, I can't remember exactly what year it was. I think it was 2017 or 18, it might have been. And I'd seen an advert on YouTube by a trader called Greg Secker, who's pretty big in the industry. I saw this advert and he was talking about forex. So I was thinking like, yo, what's this thing? He's talking about currency exchanging and making money in the markets and all these big flashing numbers. I was thinking, so I did a bit more research and looked further into it, and it kind of got me intrigued. So at that point, he was advertising about a free seminar that he had going on. So I checked it out, and there was one coming up actually in Manchester at the time. So I signed up. I was like, you know what, cool, let me go see what it's about. From then, I booked onto the seminar, turned up. It was on a Saturday, like in the afternoon, went to Manchester. The room was packed, full of people, high energy, felt really good. And then, at first they put this big production on, a big presentation about who Greg was and his history and what he'd done, all the good things that he'd done in the world. Then Greg came into the room. Obviously, he started speaking about trading, what it's done for his life, how it's changed. He gave us a lowdown and a little bit of information, basic information of how trading is and how you can get started. And fast forward to the end of the seminar, sure as day, right at the end, after giving you the information to get you excited, then they hit you with the upsell. So they give you the free information, and then right at the end, they tell you that they've got this course that's worth this amount of money. And today we're giving you an offer of This was 2K, right? So at this point I'm thinking, damn,
it's expensive.
I was excited about this, but 2K, bro, I'm in uni, I'm in like second year of uni. You think I got 2K just sitting on my bank account?
We're broke.
Nah, G. So already I was in, the mindset of I'm not gonna jump into anything anyway. I know they're gonna try to sell me something at the end. And 3, I don't have 2K anyway, even if I wanted to. But I get it. Listen, it's marketing, it works. If they're providing good actual educational platform and content, then so be it. That's how you get people involved, and I don't regret going. And I don't hate on anyone in the game for doing it, because it's just part of the game. Charge it to the game. Because obviously I couldn't get involved, I left it for a couple of months, and then just got back to regular life. But you know, when something that's still on your mind, it's still sat there. I used to think about it a couple of times, but I never actually did anything about it. So now fast forward to the pandemic. So this was, I was in final year of uni, which was around March, when the pandemic hit and everything shut down. At this point, I was still working as a support worker and doing hospitality at Liverpool and Anfield, but most things shut down apart from my support work job. And obviously I was still in uni. I still had to go into the place I was working. I was working for agency, so luckily I still got to keep my shifts, and they wanted to keep regular people coming to the same place, so I was still traveling to work every single day. And midway through lockdown, I remember one of my good friends, Daniel, I seen him on his Snap, and he was posting like profits of, and the platform, which is MT5, I was like, I recognize this platform. Like, I know what that is. I've seen that before, obviously from the presentation from the seminar. So I hit Daniel up and I'm like, bro, like, I know what trading is, like how you get involved. I didn't know you trade, Luckily, Daniel actually lived in the same uni accommodation as me, so he only lived downstairs. I went down, went to go see him, we were talking about it, and he actually put me on to IML, which is IM Academy. And boy, any trader out there right now has probably heard of IM Academy. Listen, I don't even hate them, to be honest, because they put me on so much game. I just knew my friend was doing this, he was making some money, and this is the avenue that he used to get involved. So naturally, what do you do? I got involved as well, joined IM Academy. Real quick, I realized that they were more into the multi-level marketing and the recruitment side of things, rather than the actual educational platform and teaching people things. To be honest with you, I was there just to learn as much as I could. I had another guy who was the guy that kind of like recruited me, and I was part of his team. Like, he was on my case, bro, like every day trying to get me to like call every single person on my contact list. I'm like, bro, just chill. I want to learn how to trade. So I learned the basics from there, and then quickly I was like, you know what, like, I'm not trying to do P50, P75,000 and 95,000. Like, I'm not trying to do that. So luckily, and I was in IM Academy, the group that I was actually in and the people that I met, I'm still friends with them right now. They put me on like so much information. And I remember one guy called Vincent, man like Vinny, he put me onto ICT. ICT trading just completely changed my life. Anyway, left IM Academy because I was like, I'm not doing all that recruitment stuff. I actually want to learn. And I just started watching the ICT content. I'm still friends with Connor, shout out to him, Collins and Vinny, because these guys have really helped me at the start of my journey. Because I was still working as a support worker, I wasn't able to put as much time as I wanted into the craft. Fast forward to the same year when I got back home. So I left uni now. This was like June, July, and then I was still working as agency. At this point, I was like trying to get into trading a little bit more, because I'd done a couple of months now and picked up a couple of things. So I'm still learning more to the point where I'm picking and choosing the shifts that I'm working on, so I can be involved with like the New York session and be involved with like live trading, rushing home so I can be involved in the trading when I'm at home, and then I'm putting the hours in to learn how to trade. And then I got my first graduate job, which obviously is a good thing, but what that did in hindsight is take away so much progress that I could have made if I was probably still working agency, because I could have been more flexible with my time. Because now in this grad scheme job, I was working Monday to Friday, 40, 45 hours a week. I was in the office like most of the days. Did that for a while. Obviously I got stuck in the corporate cycle and the big green machine. And I just wasn't able to put as much time as I wanted into the markets, to be honest. I couldn't live trade. I wasn't able to work under live market conditions. So that kind of stinted my progress in terms of like my trading. And then up to a certain point where I just got sick and tired of it. And then I managed to realign my focus, because I was like, no, like, I know trading's for me. When I first started this, when I got involved, like I knew this was for me, and I can't look back now. I can't sacrifice that side of things just to, improve my career. Like this is what I want to do down the line. So I decided to make a big play, reposition myself within work so I can work from home, and just be involved in like light market conditions. So even managed to negotiate like that, not that much of a pay cut, but it was still a pay cut. But I just knew ultimately like I'm getting a pay cut now so that I can get a pay rise later on, if that makes sense. So now it's just about bridging the two and being able to become profitable and putting the live experience that I've got over the past year, which I finally managed to do, and I'm so grateful for it, to be able to put it into action in 2024 and take things to a new level. So how's my prop firm journey been so far? So for those that don't know, proprietary trading firms, or prop firms as they're known, are companies out there that allow traders and give traders access to capital. What we're going to do today and this series, you're going to be following me on my FTMO Challenge, which is one of the companies out there, one of the probably top ranked prop firms out there. First time round, I remember I thought I was ready, jumped straight into it way too early. So essentially, you've got two phases or one phase. Phase one, if you do one of those challenges, which has come out recently, then once you pass a profit target and you don't violate any of the drawdown rules, then you get funded. The two-phase challenges, obviously self-explanatory. You go through phase one, and then you go into phase two. Once you pass both phases, you get funded, and you go into the funded journey where you get profit split. But if you end in profit but don't hit the profit target, then you get free repeats of these challenges. If you end in drawdown, then obviously you completely fail and then you have to pay again for a new challenge. We'll go into the laptop right now, share my screen, and then show you guys the actual transparency of my journey and how many I've failed and how many I've actually passed in terms of phase one.
So as you can see right now, we're on the FTMO account. This, from the start of when I first started these challenges, it goes back to October 2020 there. It's the first time I ever did one. Clearly wasn't ready for one. That was the 10k challenge, then went on to the 20k challenge, and so on and so forth. So that first one I actually failed, but every single one after, so the next three, they were repeats. So I got into profit but didn't get the profit target. Next two failed, third one failed after that, and then I got another repeat, fail, repeat, and then another repeat here, another repeat there, and then we are finally onto the last fail, and then we're onto the current one at the top there. There's about 7 fails, 7 repeats on FTMO, and then True Forex Funds, if it goes on here, we've got a few accounts that I've traded on. As you can see, they've all been retry, so I haven't actually blown the account, but they've all been retries. One passed phase 1, which I managed to click to phase 2, and then phase 2 I blew the account. So yeah, that's where it's in at right now. And then we finally started a new challenge, which obviously I'm going to keep you guys up to date with every single week, but that's how the prop firm journey's been going on so far.
Phase one. So yeah, as you can see, a couple of failed challenges, a couple of repeats, and one past phase one. Put myself out there this year is going to be even more accountability to make sure, I'm following my trading plan, I'm executing when I need to execute, I'm not doing anything stupid, and just so I can re-watch myself as well and watch the journey growing in this phase. I truly believe 2024 is the year that I become funded, and I want you guys to follow that journey with me. Whether you trade or you don't trade, I kind of hope this journey inspires you to do something that you want to do. Be persistent and consistent. Believe in yourself, put the hard work in, because ultimately hard work does work. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Like, comment, subscribe. Apart from that, as always, peace, love. See you on the next page.